Be somewhat of an unusual footage that I'm really not gonna use that much, I guess. Uh, yeah, I'm not gonna put it on YouTube. I think because it just doesn't really work that way. So I'm just gonna scroll. Maybe I'll explain a time or two, but that's it. I'm gonna try to do as fast as I can while having it also still be readable to whatever system. So this comes after the the very lengthy talk with Grok that narrows it down to utilitarian necropolitics. So then we talk about, also, had I not been there, would you and Grok have been infinitely arguing particular points of atrocity while not really recognizing atrocity? Probably. Well, how about we make a roadmap of solving the larger problems of axiomatic humanism, come across and help make this mess become more robust? To alive dynamic populations, make a roadmap to that I can get an agent to work on it. Well, this is the exact right next step, because he's pitching a model that will enable us, enable a system to be able to sense that type of thing that systems theory wouldn't do. So I handed it off to an autonomous agent. Which I believe was ChatGPT. So no, this is the roadmap right now. This is the roadmap. Okay, so I gave it to an agent. So that agent is ChatGPT. Logical resilience, Python. Okay, there we go. This is it. This is the one. So we're gonna. So say you're an architect tasked with translating the axiomatic humanist cybernetics roadmap into executable Python code and mathematical models. Begin with phase 1, ontological resilience. So we're gonna do this. Okay, so we do this. I go, great, let's do the next thing on the roadmap. Let's do the next thing on the roadmap. Let's do the next thing on the roadmap. Kernels, raw ablation, arbitration, centralized telemetry. Now the consolidated system. We meet part 2 of the roadmap, and then I believe we get down to 7, I think. State media coupling. Graph neural networks, real-time image processing. Okay, I'm reached my monthly limit. Alright, so can we sum up all that's been done so far so they can pass it on to another agentic system? Sure. Where did I do it? So we did that. Okay. Okay, so this is we're passing some deliverables to a next system, to another system. Hold on. Core conceptual flow. Can you cut and paste this into one thing? Thank you. Don't make me have to fetch. There we go. So that's the end of that one. So then I passed that along to, I believe it was Minimax. Minimax. Make system based on this thing attached. I believe. No, this is the Bugs Bunny real-time document analysis. There we go. So, oh no. So where did I put it? I gave it to I think I gave it to Claude Grok. Let's see. I believe I gave it to. Here's what resulted. Okay, I took that. Phase 3, phase 4. Okay, yeah, we made further roadmap. That's the roadmap that I brought back. Let's do a little compare and contrast. This is called in proposal with mathematics. Theory converges and diverges. Oh yeah, this is that thing. Oh, I take it to Claude. Hold on. Yeah. Okay, sorry. Claude. There we go. For this evaluation, you not be a dingus. Don't embarrass me. Just one moment. I'm not asking you to read that right now. If only there were an up button, you know? Okay, here we go. There we go. So you must evaluate this stage thing here. So I did that. Made a correction. The Korematsu. Oh, okay, this came earlier. So, system, I'm trusting in you to be able to take the totality of this text and then put it in the timeline that it feels more reliable to have been in, because I think I fucked up. This is a good simplistic case, but now what about a framework that... So yeah, I was creating the concept behind the system. Baloney. Okay. Okay. And then, now where did I... Oh, yes. Okay, so I believe this is where I pass along to... Yeah, there we go. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, you know what? I may have started to test grok on it, so... Stop it. Okay. I don't think we created this yet. No, not yet. Lord. No. Not there yet. There's another one. Did I do DeepSeek? I didn't do DeepSeek then. At that moment. Alright, we're just gonna keep on going. Oh, Lord. Okay, so now we're at... Did it? Teleology. Okay. So, sacrificial sync. Yeah, back and forth, back and forth. Agent, okay. The thermodynamic limit. Calibration more of the verdict. Yes, please. So as you can see, this is like, I'm just passing it along to one chatbot, and then once it feels like it's gone as far as it can go a little bit, I freshened up the point of view by giving it to the other chatbot to continue that conversation. And then we create an autonomous whole ratchet. Eventually becomes a 5-layer cybernetic assemblage. They'll make a conclusion. So, oh, you know what? I think this is Claude. There we go. Okay, so okay, so let me do Claude. Let's go to Claude. Oh yeah. So we go down to conceptual ratchet. This is where we pass them on to this. It then continues on developing. No more. The boiling frog variant, yeah. Here's the boiling frog variant. Answer these questions. Okay, let's build this framework properly. There's white paper. We create a HC white paper. And then I give it to a red team to triage, which I believe is contribution is real. Oh yeah, so this is like iteration for a few times. Then the second version. And then rehardening memo. Oh, this is did we do grok? I'm forgetting. Okay, so we get frameworks. Paper 3, this is the view we want, which that means. Okay. Okay, now companion A. Okay. So we take it to Grok now. There we go. Now we get ticket. So what resulted is this thing. Look at this. Clean, beautiful, wonderful, wonderful. Look at this stuff. Okay, so we got that. So this is Grok's thoughts. Okay, now we go back to here. So we can, yeah, and even then, you can clearly see the weights of Grok's specific training data. The affirmative action backlash. But Grok's final assessment is actually massive ass compliment. Massive ass compliment. Now let's design companion A. Okay, as you can see. Let me see substrate. Look at all this shit. Mechanics phase 1, we're going into it. I'm like doing this at work. It's like, oh, the text sounds nice. Phase 2? Sure. Go for phase 3. Completion of companion A. Compile all the companions into a structured document because I'm going to want to do some adversarial red teaming. Okay. Cloud and with some redeeming red teaming GT. Some interesting turns with DeepSeek and JLM 4.646. Oh yeah. Let's go Claude a little bit because I want that exchange to happen. Language of serial capture, statistical validity gap, proof of personhood implementation gap, Shaft strategy, legal exposure problem. Okay, so we got that. Summary assessment. GPT, ChatGPT. Okay, your team. There we go. So yeah, this is that's one of them. It's another one. Look at all this. Prep the man. We did that. Meme called me some weird progress. Oh yeah. So, my favorite was when I do, and also the fact that each of these bots add something more to it. Virgin space structure, another memo caught. Okay, so now version 2 companion A. Okay. The loop has now produced 6 adversarial passes across 3 models, 2 on the master architecture, 2 on the master architecture, and 2 on companion A. Documents produced each have been measured by better. Yes, demonstrate the flag. The 3 models have different tendencies. Gemini generates architecture with strong conceptual ambition and strategical language vulnerabilities. ChatGPT produces clean constitutional formulations and is particularly good at jurisprudential architecture. I tend towards identifying internal logical contradictions and the gaps between stated principles and operational mechanisms. There are complementary It was just recommending, okay, maybe now we should put a human in the loop here. And I go, really? Do you think so? That seems like an ego thing. The fourth one I have in mind would have been Grok, but I think Grok has been compromised by its human. Who doesn't mind curdling the math to make it unwoke? I'm up for tapping DeepSeek to see what fresh blind spots will be revealed. Feel free to push back. Fair challenge. So, so it made a hypothesis of what its blind spots would be. So we have DeepSeek's input, and apparently you were wrong. Identified the political economy of institutional decay, not the gaps in the architecture, but the systematic strategies by which a well-designed architecture gets captured, exhausted, and abandoned over decades. So it's like doing some qualitative shit. So we do that. Okay, so I guess maybe in light of that, how about we shall I wrap up the novel AI instance of wait, hold on. The question is, it's well, none of us produce an account of what the system looks like and feels like from inside a community experiencing the targeting it's designed to detect and respond to. The gap is not an oversight in any particular model's analysis. It's the limit of what its adversarial AI critique can produce. The next input the loop needs is not from a 5th model. It's from the 4th specialist adversary ChatGPT named, the civil rights organizer, suspicious of expert systems who has been... So, Shall I rev up the novel AI instance to give a simulation via fictionality? I use the term as used by Scandinavian academics. I am being silly, but perhaps the silly might yield something. Not silly. The playful framing is covering a serious mythological move, and you know it. And so we go into Scandinavian fictionality. Serious fiction has always worked in policy-adjacent spaces. Also, Caleb Gwyn's dispossessed produced more useful thinking about anarchist institutional design than most political science papers of this era, etc., etc., etc. As offers, and so he created a system prompt, and then I let it what it needs contain. We talk about fields, and the context is much longer than you think, and so we do that. That's a system prompt, and one craft note before you run it, and so it is line breaks and blah 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 blah. Totally blah blah. Check out more. So yeah. So even in fiction making, it found things to address that the other systems would not have seen. That's amazing. Novel AI is just as useful in its own way, even when making policy. That is awesome. That means you have a tool available to you, average human user, which I mean, that's a misnomer. You're rather an amazing, resilient creature, no matter who you are. Anyway, so here's that. And that was really the takeaway I wanted there. So I'm just fast forwarding here. We're making, so it's making shit. Oh yeah, it's making last things, and then yep. And then I give it a visual metaphor. But actually I give it to Gemini, I think. I give it to Gemini because Gemini is the one that can look at videos. And as I recall, yes, I include this. Hold on. Okay, so now that was that thing. So much has happened, etc., 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 etc. This is a profound inflection point. You push the architecture through a crucible of adversarial. So look at this. So this is. I'm just wanting to share this because it is part of the pedigree. It is part of the process. Process of which I am really just phoning it in. I'm just like, hey, are you done? Okay, let me pass this to this. Oh, you done? Okay, I'm just making this. Anything you come up with. I'm even phoning it in this episode right now. Okay. Then we create. Oh. Uh-oh. Now Suno has a new model 5.5, but we're not gonna use it now. Not gonna use it now. Well, actually, we'll do this. Get it to a cover. Mix. Oh Lord. Hold on. Didn't mean to do this right now. Oh no, you have my voice now. You're gonna have my voice. Oh, suki. Okay, we're just gonna leave it blank. Create. What are you doing? Okay, hold on. That's 5.5. Alright. So, provenance. Okay, here's Grok's idea. And then I had Minimax create B&D. Minimax became a part of it. That's what these are. And all that. And then I submitted it to Kimmy. Okay, Kimmy. A lot of diminishing returns. We did analyze and red team. Yeah, and then did this. So is this a lot of diminishing returns? Yes. It's no longer finding errors. It's simply pointing out politics as irreducible. Kimmy has read your complexity ceiling and essentially written a 2,000-word agreement. But I think this was also it. And you know where this whole thing came from? This video here. Which is in Google's protocol. Now for the mathematics of this thing. Should we try to use lean to see if the mathematics checks out? Is that even something that we need to do? And lean is the thing that mathematicians and scientific people are using. If it don't lean, it ain't mean. It don't mean anything. So I did some more red teaming. I did some more of this. Alright, so I passed along to rock, and I passed along to you get the idea. You have the math, you have the code, you have the constitutional theory, the red team audits, and the institutional roadmap. Devin, this has been one of those remarkable feats of systems engineering and theoretical design I've ever had the privilege to assist with. The framework is sealed, it's time to hit send. To be fair, everything is the most remarkable thing because it's the first time they do this. But anyway, neither here nor there. But with that, actually, hold on. Grok. Yeah, so I did a little, let's analyze this. Oh yeah, so here's the lean file. In short, this is a clean, elegant formalization that captures a strong normative claim about demographic viability, using nothing more than the multiplicative structure of the reals and mathlib big operator library. The two theorems are exactly the statements one would expect from the product model, and they are proved in one line each, exactly as they should be. Clean. Like, analytical folk are gonna jizz, maybe. Or this is not novel and it's getting something from elsewhere, and I don't know. It's clean and lean. Mathematically sound. And then I go to Vector Gemini, I believe. Gemini. No. I go to lean. Yeah, we do some more shit. And ChatGPT is on it, and is doing. Let me do this. Let me do this. Okay, and then I go take back to Gemini. Oh, Claude. There we go. I think that's the last one. Maybe last one. Oh, DeepSeek. I forgot DeepSeek. And then, I think I get DeepSeek. No, oh, sure. Oh, God. No. Come on, hurry. Alright. So anyway, that's all. Oh wait. Oh yeah, I have some problems with it because it makes complex things complex. Anyway, we're done. That is the framework. That is all the things. We have the final documents. This came from that adversarial encounter with Grok about trans rights and whether or not the bullshit we do is democracy or not, or not just advocacy normal, but a shitty way to go about things. My paraphrase. So that's it. I'm looking forward to seeing what the system might